And welcome back to So Very Christy, where we are having a lot of beauticians and musicians on the show.
I know, because it's all about beauticians and musicians.
Or any, beauticians, I guess if you look it up, it's talking about what someone does.
Right.
But I feel like nowadays we can just make it whatever we want.
Of course we can.
If it makes you beautiful, we may have it on the show.
Yeah. Hey, and if it's something that you, the viewers, do that makes you beautiful that we haven't experienced yet, we want to experience it.
Yeah,
don't you think?
just put a comment, and I like to read those, and you never know, people have great ideas.
And I'm looking and I'm watching, so you make some comments.
I can't do that yet. I get a little too nervous to do that. I gotta have my stuff anyway.
Hey, that's what I do. That's my job as co-host.
But the main thing we do is we have a lot of fun here, and I love to promote people, and I love to find, and like I said earlier on my live video, I love to find the best person that does XYZ, whatever it is, that I can refer to my friends and my clients, and I love to refer people and help people that are entrepreneurs, and so that's what we're all about here.
That's right. That's
at
exactly
the So Very Christy Show. And we have Jens Johnson to my right.
Yay.
And I love her so much. She's doing this with me, and I couldn't have done it without her. I'll tell you that right now, because
it's so much more fun.
And it's so much more fun.
So much more fun to do it with someone.
I like to do dishes with someone in my kitchen.
Yes.
I mean, like,
yes,
it's way more fun.
In the holidays, I mean, that is truly one of my most favorite things about the holidays is you've got everybody in the kitchen, and you sit there and you talk, and those memories and things. I mean, you really have better conversations when you're washing dishes together.
I like to clean, but it's
know that's
boring
true.
when everybody leaves and like goes to
Exactly.
watch football or something, and I'm in the kitchen doing the
I
dishes.
like watching the football
So
too.
my
but-
family knows, just stay in there with me and I'll get it done. But I like to visit.
I do too. I do
so
too.
I love having Jens on the show with me. And I know we've talked about this before, but I like to tell everyone she facilitates a mastermind that I'm part of, and another group called Stay on Track that I'm part of. And it is really helping me stay on track. And everybody in the group is just leaps and bounds ahead of where they were a year or two ago. So,
Well, I think the most important thing, and I say this all the time, is you can't succeed by yourself, and that's by design. Okay, so don't think, oh no, what's wrong with me? I can't do it. It's by design that you can't.
it was a relief when I found that out.
You're like, ooh. Oh man,
it was a relief
I was
when I
trying to
found
do
that
this
out
with
because
myself.
I like to do something with people. I just got to be with people. I love people, and really excited to have Amanda Peterson on the
Who's
show.
awesome.
Who
So
owns
excited to be
DG
here.
Aesthetics, which is Desired Glamour,
Yes.
right?
I love
And
that.
I met her. Was it Miriam?
Yeah.
I met Amanda and Miriam, and I know
Years
Jen's
ago.
met
Yes.
her too.
I know. That's what I was saying.
And
I was like, I love it.
I'm telling you, does amazing eyebrows. I have people ask me all the time, where can I go? Where can I go? This is it right here. She does amazing eyebrows, the shape, and I've seen others, and I'm telling you, hers are
Superior.
above and beyond.
Superior.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Try and
finish
keep them very
Christy's sentences sometimes.
Yeah,
Superior.
that's okay. That's what happens
why
when
y'all
you're
work so
around
good
somebody a
together.
lot. When you're around somebody a lot, you just kind of know them, and you
That's
just know
exactly
what
right.
they're saying. And if I'm going blah, 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 like that, then she could just kind of go, "Oop, that's what you're trying to say."
Right.
Yeah.
Which works great for me.
Everybody
I love
should
it.
have one.
Yeah.
Everybody should have one of those.
I know, definitely. But I'm telling you, like, I already can find a couple things I need to go see Amanda for here really soon. But we're going to show some before and after pictures of her work and talk about, how she got involved in doing cosmetic tattooing, right?
Right.
I see permanent makeup. I mean, what is the term that they're using?
Permanent makeup.
Permanent makeup.
Cosmetic
tattooing. It's not the scary kind. We didn't draw anything.
And
on
I'm
your
sure
face.
it's probably the techniques and the products and everything is probably improved so much when it first started. Remember back in the day?
Yes.
And people would go and they would have this bright pink lipstick and you're like, I don't know about that, you know.
And the thin blue
Right,
eyebrows.
exactly.
Yeah. And then
It's come a long way, baby. Things have come a long way.
I've done a couple of like eyeliner a long time ago, so it's almost gone.
Yeah.
And I know my sister did it a long time ago, longer ago.
Like 20 years
and
maybe.
One time, I mean, she was in the surgery center. Can I tell this, Terry? I hope I can. Yeah, I'm telling it. Okay. So she's a nurse anesthetist, and she was, I can't remember what she was doing at that time, not anesthesia, but she did work in the operating room, and she came home with her eye full of blood. And I was like, what the heck? Well, they just she's kind of a guinea pig or something, I think.
Oh,
and this is this, I don't know, I may be telling this wrong, so just forgive me if I don't have all the facts, because it's been years. But I was like, what happened? But anyway, she had that kind of faded to a blue. This was way back in the day, in the beginning of back in the caveman days.
Right.
And then she had it done again, and it was a much nicer brown tone. So this lady right here can help anyone who's wanting help with the eyebrows, and it looks so natural these days. It looks like hair.
But I want to know from Amanda how long, like, you've been in this and what drew you to it, because I always like to hear about the people.
Yeah. Well, I actually started as an esthetician about 12 years ago. Me and my sister just had that conversation the other day, and I was like,
12 years
I had
ago.
to, like, count it on my hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, 12 years ago. And then a few years in, I saw a picture online, and it was called microblading. And that is a brow technique that is super natural, very feathery, soft, airy strokes. And before that, I was a big naysayer. The pink lips, the blue brows. It just wasn't my thing. I would talk people out of it. And then I saw microblading online. I took a class, and I was hooked.
Right.
I had a girl come in, and I showed you the picture.
Yes.
I was supposed to have someone else, and then she ended up sending her friend in, and her friend walked in, and I panicked because this was going to be my first like tattoo touching someone, and she just had her little bald head. So I was like, every stroke I make, you're going to see everything. So I was just hoping and praying that I didn't mess up. And
we have, there she is.
Yeah, there's the picture. And that was whenever we finished
Everyone
the
was
service.
in tears, right?
Yeah. I mean, she looked in the mirror, and you should have just seen her face light up. She was so happy.
Was she going through cancer?
She was actually post chemo, so you have to be 6 months out.
All right.
But she was, and I mean, it was great.
Well,
she felt beautiful again, and it was
that's
sweet.
the thing is, first of all, we all want to feel beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
you said it right there. We all want to feel beautiful, and it is important. I mean, however you feel about the way you look, and what a gift it is. I think this way with Christy too. Is what a gift it is to be able to help people look great and feel wonderful about themselves. You know,
it does. And when you feel like their self-esteem has gone up, when they leave. Can we see that picture one more time? Because I just love it. It gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, as soon as I saw her look in the mirror, I was hooked. I was like, this is what I'm doing forever. I was made for this.
And how long ago was that?
That was 3 years ago.
Okay, 3 years ago.
So there was a big shift about 3 years ago, which, I still do facials and tans and waxing and stuff, but majority of it now is the permanent makeup.
It's
awesome.
I love that. Yeah,
and that's a perfect match with her hair that's growing back. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It was so sweet.
Now, how long will it last?
So with microblading, it depends on your skin type, and it depends on facial products and facial routines that you're doing. You can expect anywhere from 6 to 18 months. If you're really oily or you're doing a lot of chemical peels, high acid type products, you're going to be more towards the 6 months range. But if you baby them and protect them, moisturize them, then you can get it to last longer.
And I am going to say that eyebrows are really in.
Remember, they are more than ever before.
I know. It's like I remember growing up, and when I was younger, and my grandmother eyebrows were really big.
Yeah.
And she would sit there at the mirror and she'd do her eyebrow pencil and everything.
Yeah.
But then there was a couple decades where they weren't as big a deal, and now they are a big deal.
Yeah.
I need some
And we've
help.
got a couple other pictures too, because I have people that their hair's thinner.
Yeah.
That just happens.
Right.
It's another awesome thing that happens as you get older. Your hair's thinner, your eyebrows are thinner, your eyelashes get shorter.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes.
Well, and permanent makeup
This kind of
with
helps
all of
fill that in, like,
yeah.
you know, it just kind of adds
Right.
to it. And since it looks like hair,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like the back in the olden days where you saw the big drawn on, where people actually shaved them off and stunted the hair growth forever.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
No.
Right.
But you know, you can even do scalp micropigmentation. So people that have thin hair, you can go in and do little hair follicle dots so that it looks fuller at a distance.
Awesome.
It's so cool.
That
For
is
men
awesome.
and women. You know?
Well, yeah.
That's so
Okay. So,
cool.
yeah, give us all the lowdown on all the new stuff
Yeah.
that you can do, because this is great. Y'all are going to want to hear this.
Yes. So there's microblading, and that's where we go in and we do the soft, feathery like touches. I think you have the picture, and that is actually a combination brow. So that's where we do the microblading, and you blend in with a little bit of machine, and it's called some shading work.
Oh, that's cool.
And so for clients that are a little more oily, or if you want more of a bolder brow instead of
Right.
just the hair strokes, that's something that you can do. And then, of course, Christy's favorite, lips. I do lips.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see a lip. Do you have before and after some lips?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to
he
see
has
lips.
some he's going to throw up. So
And-
that's amazing.
So, and
Yeah.
then when you do the lips, like how many treatments do you have to do for that? I mean, like,
So what
that
I do
looks
with my clients
amazing.
is I have them come in twice. So
Okay.
you'll come in and see me, and then you're going to have a little bit of downtime, about 7 days each service, and then you come back and you see me in 5 to 6 weeks, and we do a touch up, and then you're good for. a good
So
amount of
you
time.
didn't make them that full, right?
They do get a little swollen.
But
during
that- I
That's the
think
best
looks-
part, actually.
yeah.
But,
I mean,
but do
I
they
like
stay?
it.
No, I know. But do they
Yeah.
stay full like that?
No, they'll
Okay.
stay swollen. Everyone's different again, but
Right.
for about a few days, and
They
then
look-
you'll have
that
some
looks
flaking,
amazing.
and then after day 7, it'll go back to normal.
Yeah.
So when you do that picture, which looked incredible,
Yeah.
it's just going to stay that color. It'll just stay that
So
color.
it's going to be really, really bright that
Okay.
first day, and then you'll have some scabbing, and it's going to look like about 70% of it fades out and
Okay.
goes away. But then around week 3, week 4, it'll start to pop back up, and then you'll have your color, your true color, and once it's healed.
And then it stays for how long?
For with the lip, that's a little more permanent. So depending on the shade that you do, you can
Right.
get that to last a few years. Like you'll probably want to touch up around 3.
But you can still put other colors on
Yeah.
top and all
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff. You know,
absolutely.
because I know some people will say, "Oh well, gosh, I don't want to be stuck to the same color."
Right.
But it doesn't matter. I mean,
Doesn't
the-
affect it at all?
No.
I mean,
Really?
the
Like
color
on a
might,
normal basis, I'll go. I have my eyeliner, my brows tattooed, and I'll just do some lip gloss and concealer in the morning. But like today for this, I did full makeup.
Right.
It's
Well,
been so
you know,
long. I
video
almost forgot how.
video life's different than real
Yeah.
life.
That's right.
Like, got to pull out all the tricks.
Yes,
today.
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can just put regular makeup right over the top of it, and it's
Do you
totally
have
fine.
anybody? Because you know, back in the early 2000s, lip liner, like
Yeah.
that whole dark lip liner and
Yes.
light in the middle was more in style.
It
Right,
was,
right.
yes.
And so, do you have anyone that just gets lip liner these days?
Some people do. Some people do. More of a up-to-date type of look is called an ombre lip. So it's where they
Yeah.
can still do the liner around the lip, but kind
not
of
hard,
shade it
it's kinda-
into it.
oh,
So
yeah.
it's a softer blend into your
Oh.
lip where you still have the light in the center, but this isn't
you
such
ready?
a hardcore defined line.
I know. How much are all
We
these?
should do it. We'll
how-
go live
yeah.
during y'all's treatment.
Yeah. How much does all this cost? How much can somebody?
So for the lips is $550.
Okay.
For your eyeliner is $500, and then for brows is $549.
okay. So I mean, it's reasonable. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all reasonable. You
I mean,
know?
and the time you get back in the morning, honestly,
Well,
to me, it's worth it.
and the time that you're not spending on all the makeup
Yeah.
and stuff, because you're going to cut down on what you spend on makeup.
For sure.
So when somebody comes in, because I'm real big on time. I mean, I know people that do eyelash extensions, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's awesome, but I don't have 2 hours to go in
yeah.
there. So how much time does it take when you go in for your each procedure?
So when you come in for your first session, you'll want to plan for about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And that's just because we're going to do a lot of paperwork, get that out of the way the 1st appointment. I do numb you during the process so
Right.
you're comfortable. And then when you come in for your touch-up, about an hour and a half. It's
And then that's
really
it for
quick
3
for a
years,
touch-up.
you said?
Yeah. And then
can
you come
Christy
back and
go
see
in
me
there
face.
after she's had a couple cocktails?
Ideally, no.
Okay.
But just don't tell me.
Terry Rivera can't come. No.
Well, you don't want to cause a bunch of bleeding. 'cause
I'm
then you don't want the
playing.
pigment
I'm
to
just
get
kidding.
because
I'm
it
just-
thins the blood, right?
I'm just
Right.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do any blood thinners, no ibuprofen before.
Yeah, no, none of that.
All of that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
They don't want you
playing.
bleeding all over the place.
It's like,
Yeah.
we got a bleeder. We got a bleeder over here.
I mean, some people
And then
do.
some things cause you to swell more, right? Like some people, if they have really low tolerance for pain, they used to get dental
low
blocks.
tolerance for pain. You're gonna swell pretty easy.
Why is that?
High allergies.
Why is that? Is it just
everybody's different body makeup?
So if somebody has a low tolerance for pain, they swell more.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
never
know that. I just thought people would get a dental block, and that causes more swelling.
Oh, well, I haven't had anyone get a dental block, but I
Right.
have heard it done before, so I haven't experienced.
It's probably because
it firsthand.
This is, I was dealing with this.
This
back
is
in
kind
the
of
day.
this is kind of one of the Christology things
Yeah.
because she's a part-time.
I didn't
doctor.
do a dental
Yeah.
block because
She's a part-time doctor.
yeah,
She hadn't gone to medical school.
just life experience.
Just-
you know,
she hadn't
and
gone to medical school.
logic
but-
and stuff. That's
Yeah.
what I go by. So but back in the day, they used to do a lot of dental blocks, but I bet the numbing cream wasn't as good.
Right? Yeah. Now
Yeah.
it's
Now
awesome.
the
the
numbing,
numbing
cream
cream is-
Yeah.
like your whole face has gone to the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use this stuff called Sensa, and I've been so happy with them.
Yeah, because I did a microblading and I couldn't feel a thing.
Oh, really?
And my whole face was numb till nighttime.
Really?
Like, it felt like my whole face was at the dentist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it wasn't awful
you
like
left
where
it.
your your
left it
face
at
was
the
like that.
dentist.
It wasn't like your lips were like going like
Right,
that.
right.
It just felt that way.
It felt that way.
And it was a good thing too because it probably would have hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
It
Like,
is
I think I
exciting.
might think of something you could do for me.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Why not?
And then we'll record
Why
it
not?
and we can show everyone.
yeah, we can video it.
I think that would be a
Yikes.
blast.
That might be scary, but
I'll video it and then we can bring it in and show it on the show.
that would
Yeah.
be fun.
I know.
For
We'll,
sure.
we'll do short clips. We'll do some longer clips. So then you can choose which one,
Yeah, and so your salon is located in Wiley.
in historic downtown Wiley.
Where is that? Where is Wiley?
So off of 78 and Ballard.
okay.
Do you know where like Garland is?
Yes,
Firewall
yes,
Mall?
yes,
So you just
yes.
go
Okay,
down
kid.
78 and then
All
you'll
right.
be in Wiley.
Okay, I understand. I know that. So
growing.
from Midtown area here in Dallas, where we are right now, how far is it from?
About 35 minutes
Okay,
from
all
where
right,
you guys are.
35
but I mean, when you're doing stuff like this, like you
Well,
drive.
well,
Sometimes
you
of
will
course you
drive
do.
for this stuff. Like
Of
this
course
isn't like
you do.
I mean, even for me, if I was getting my hair done, I wouldn't care. But you kind of do because it's
Yeah,
like
you drive to the people
Yeah.
that
you're
you
gonna
love.
drive.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I will just tell you that I've got 3 biological kids, and my OBGYN that delivered my first 2, when I was pregnant with my 3rd, we had just moved. I drove 2 hours to go back to him because I wanted him to deliver
Wanted to
my
make
babies.
sure- Yeah.
Well, I can understand that. Now that's serious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just not a little tattoo
I
or
mean-
hairdo.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure Dr. Jacobson was going to deliver all 3 of my babies. And then what was hysterical was when I went into labor early with my first 2, and then it was 2 weeks early for my first one, 3 weeks early for my second one, and I got to about 12 days. I said, Dr. Jacobson, when am I going to have this baby? He said, I don't know. And I said, well, I was early on my first 2. He said, Jens, I don't remember anything about your pregnancies. He said, you know how many babies I deliver? I have no
Right.
idea about your pregnancies. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I guess not.
You may have to send in an email, remind them all the things that you
Yeah.
want them to
Exactly.
remember.
Remember this, remember this.
Yeah.
So
well, I
funny.
write my stuff down, Dr. Jacobson. I don't know about you. I write down what color I do on people. You might want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, no. They write everything down, but they don't listen. They don't look at it.
right. Well,
That's
their nurse
funny.
writes it
Yeah,
down,
that's
probably.
right. Exactly.
So before you did this, you've been doing this for 12 years.
Yes.
What did you do before?
Well, before that, I was really
You're
young.
only 5.
So, yeah,
I know. I was going to say she was.
She's 12.
She was
people.
12.
Give her a break. She's 12.
I was just bartending before that and
Yeah.
going to school, and
Yeah.
then went to school. And as soon as I got out of school, started.
Well, what
That's
did you
awesome.
grow up around this area?
I grew up in Garland.
Okay, all right. So
not
yeah,
far.
you're a
Yeah,
native.
yeah.
You're a native. You know about
Yeah.
all this stuff.
yeah.
Seriously. And did you always know that this is what you wanted to do, or did you kind of stumble into it?
I feel like I stumbled into it. My mom is very glam, very Dallas, hair and makeup every day. So she didn't really give us a choice.
Right.
We were going to know about beauty products and all of that. And I was such a tomboy when I was younger, but then I discovered eyebrows. And after the first time I waxed my eyebrow, I thought it was the best ever. My mom panicked because it was so thin and she made me draw it on. But I
then
thought
you were
it was
like,
great.
well, there's got to be a solution for missing eyebrow hairs.
Yeah.
You know?
How old were you?
But,
How old were you?
I think she said I was like 10 or 11 the first time I did it.
Is
Wow.
She had those
hysterical.
little at-home pots, you know, under the sink.
That's hysterical. She's like, come here, Amanda. We're going to draw this on you.
Yeah, she's like, you are not walking around looking like that.
Well, I started doing my own waxing because I went to some people and they burned me.
Oh, no.
And I kept
That's
going, I
the
think the
worst.
wax is too hot. Like it's kind of like blistered, like
Yeah.
3rd-degree burns. And they're like, oh no, wax needs to be hot. And I'm like, but not that
Not
hot.
that hot,
Like,
no.
you
I
know,
feel like I know where you went now.
yeah, it was a long time ago. They're probably not there anymore. But yeah, that's why I was like, I'm going to get this myself. And then that's all I do is dye eyebrow hair.
Yeah.
And they got to have the hair.
I know.
Which, you know, honestly, I do what's called a brow bundle. And for the people that are too scared to go maybe semi-permanent to a permanent
cute
procedure. I know, isn't that fun?
What is the
Then
brow
you can do a
bundle?
brow bundle. And it's
What
where
is the brow
we go
bundle?
in and we tint your natural hairs. And
Right.
then you can either wax or thread to shape them and clean them up. And then that
Brow
way you have a little more
bundle.
Can I
boldness
borrow
without
that?
the
Brow
commitment.
bundle. I can wax
Yeah.
and tint. But.
Yeah. It's fun.
I'm
But you know what? I never, you know, like I feel like you, like I was telling you on the phone, you have to be able to draw to get these
Yes.
kind of eyebrows
Yes.
these
Yeah.
days. But Amanda told me a trick.
What did she say?
She said there's stencils.
So yeah, there's different ways. A lot of artists do it
wow.
all different.
because
So just
you would need to be able to keep up
It
with
should-
it,
Right.
yeah.
you know, as a just
That's
a
the
consumer.
smart way to do it.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
know?
smart way to do it.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I've never
Do
stenciled.
you do freestyle or do you do the stencils more?
It really
Just
depends on
depends.
their face.
Okay.
You know, it depends. If someone's trying to overcompensate for an uneven brow, then
Right.
probably
Okay.
like a stencil, or I really like thread. I'll
Okay.
put a little bit of ink on thread and measure that way. Or there's like the golden fee method. You can use little tools and stencils and stuff.
Cool.
Okay,
That's
wonderful.
awesome. Now there's
There's
this
lots of ways.
one thing that I'm really interested in because my sister and I both have really straight eyelashes, and I always tell
Yes.
everybody it's kind of, you know, have you ever seen a cow up close?
It looks
I mean,
like-
they're so straight. They're like this.
They're like,
Womp. I mean, they are so straight.
now that you said
And
that,
I did.
Cow,
You know,
I've never even.
I grew up in the country, y'all, and
now I'm going to just think about that.
Yeah.
cows are cute. I mean, but their eyelashes are
not
straight,
cute.
and they're so straight that they go like this, and that's what mine do. And so she has this procedure where
Yes.
it's a lash lift.
Yeah.
I've heard about that. I want to see before
It
and
is
after
awesome.
that.
I think we
wonder-
have one. We have one. There it is.
Yeah, so this is the lash lift intent, but this is also some permanent makeup. So I do a procedure called the smoky lash enhancement, and that's where we go
really
through
like
and we
that.
tattoo. You can either do black or brown, really softly through the lash line only.
Okay, I
So
see
it doesn't
that.
look like you have a ton of
Eyeliner,
already
right.
eyeliner, you know,
That's
done
what
for
I
the
want.
day.
I want that.
But this is just soft. and
I
black
love
over.
that. Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, and
Really
then
soft. And
You pair it with the lash lift intent, and you perm them up and
Yeah, that
high and
looks
tight,
really
and then
pretty.
dye them black. And
That looks
I mean, you
really
don't need
pretty.
makeup. You can be in carpool looking fabulous.
I know.
yeah,
love
I
that.
attempted to perm Johnny Keith's eyelash at one time.
A
And this
guy
is
let you
also
do that?
no, it's a girl.
Oh,
Johnny.
I was like, what?
Yeah, Johnny Keith, if you're watching, I'll have to tag her
Hi,
later.
Johnny.
But
Hi,
it's hysterical because she
Johnny.
goes, hey, because
We
I've known
love
Johnny
you.
for a long, long time, like 25 years, maybe
Can you
something
believe
like that. And she's like, hey, can you perm my eyelashes? I'm like, I'm sure I can. I can do perms. So I don't, I'm sure the product is improved and
Right,
all of that.
yes.
But I remember these miniature little lash rods.
The sticky ones?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I did it, but I did it and it worked for a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't think it was revolutionary.
No, they have new rods now. Those
Yeah.
sticky rods are the worst.
I think it
That's
was.
a
We'll have to
riot.
ask Johnny because I bet she remembers since I did it to her.
Yeah.
And she goes, "No, I'm
She will
good.
remember.
I'm fine." And she just lay there. You're gonna be great. You know.
Oh, that's a riot.
So I did attempt at one time.
Yeah.
but it wasn't my thing. Go see Amanda for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Not
Amanda's
me
the
for
one.
that one. But yeah,
You have to love clients like that. I always wonder, like, who was the very first person that did
yeah.
a lash lift who was like, try it on me, see what
Yes.
happens. Like, I don't care if I go blind.
But you know, there are people that are like that. They just are like, they'll do it. They'll do it because they just
Why
want to do
not?
it. Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? For sure. But I will say that when it comes to something beauty like that, I do want somebody else to do it first.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, I tell you what. Yeah, you got to be in good hands when you're talking cosmetic,
Yes,
tattooing,
for sure.
and a lot of other things. And even hair. Like, I just, walk-ins are not as big as they were back in the
Right.
80s. Okay?
Right.
I've been doing hair since the 80s. And back then, we built our business, but the walk-ins were different.
Yeah.
Right.
It was people that, would commit.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Now walk-ins are literally like, I can't imagine walking in and be like, hey, can you do my hair today?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how about you? I just wouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah, no.
But it's a totally different time, and people look at reviews and stuff like that now. So
Reviews,
I know.
Instagram,
And-
pictures.
well, yeah,
Of
Instagram.
course. Now with social
Yeah.
media, you've and just like what you were sharing us with the before and after pictures. When you see someone's work and you
Yeah.
can see their before and after pictures, that's what you're going to go with. You're going
Yeah.
to go with a personal reference and seeing what somebody's work does. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Absolutely, and I saw
Seeing
your
is
work
believing.
a long time ago, and I knew it was
did.
good. I can't do it, but I know when it's good.
That's right.
Just like some people say, I can't sing, but I know when it sounds good.
Well, and
Yeah.
I will say this, that I can't sing, but since I've been hanging out with Christy and she's been going on this journey, I can totally tell now when people have had some professional training. You can
Yeah.
just tell the difference between people's voices, and it's amazing.
you can.
You really
definitely
can.
And my brother, that's what he said. I don't know. I just know when it sounds good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just know when it sounds
People
good.
watch The Voice. I mean, they know, and you can feel it. When the artist
feel it.
performs in a certain way, and
Well, I think that's the thing that's really cool is when you find your gift and what you're talented with, everybody can see the passion, they see the results. You do it a little bit differently. I mean, like I can
Yeah.
already tell when you do what you do, you've got excitement in it, you have a passion. It's more than it's just a job.
yeah, your
Right.
face.
You can
lights up.
tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. I mean, and I think that's when you really know when you're in your gift and in your
Right.
element. I mean, which is a beautiful thing.
I
That's
agree.
what we want for everybody.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, and you're really good at help. And there's a lot of people, they don't really know what they want to do.
Right.
And Jen's can
I love
really
helping that.
I mean, you just have a way of pulling that out of people if they're kind of confused and they don't know where they're going, what they're doing.
Well, I think what's really cool is it's interesting because I was talking to a new client the other day, and people always think they've got to go out to figure out who they are, but really it's already in you. You got to uncover it.
Right.
And you do need help to do that. You can't do it by yourself, but that's what I think is so much fun, is really helping people find their passion. And because that's really, we were sent here to create, we were sent here to soar. We weren't sent here to go, I'm so confused. I don't
I'm just going to sit over here by myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but those are the feelings that get you moving into a direction where you're looking for help. So
Right.
that's why you feel that way. But
And
you
we're
know,
all so lucky to be able to do what we love.
yes,
And
so lucky.
It's a blessing and a gift that we're able to do that. And if everyone else was able to tap into theirs
Oh,
as
for
well,
sure.
the world would be a happier place.
That's exactly
I
right.
agree.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right
and
now.
there
on
are
our
more,
show.
and now there's more entrepreneurs than ever before.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
even people are
yes.
doing stuff on the side with their, job or
Yeah,
whatever.
their side hustle. I mean, and a lot. Listen, I gotta respect and love those side hustles. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, because you just got to be smart, and every industry is changing. And that was my question I was going to ask you, Amanda, is how have you seen your industry change over the last few years?
Honestly, I feel like the surge of permanent makeup,
Uh-huh.
because before that it wasn't a real, like you said, people didn't really care about eyebrows. It wasn't
Right.
that big of a deal. And then I think once people started to care, then you're trying to find ways for them to look better, to stay longer and all that. And it just kind of
I
transitioned
really
into
think
that.
social media does have
Oh,
an
yeah.
impact, because
Oh, yeah.
you might be living in some little old town.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some little old town in Texas,
That's
little,
what
so
happened
little
when
old town
in Oklahoma.
in the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what is going on.
What's
but
out there,
with
yeah.
with social media now, there's no world boundaries. I mean,
Right.
you know what's going on, and so I think that increases people's awareness, the
yeah.
popularity of it, and then you know how we are when we see something, we just want it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
We want
Especially
it
beauty
last
stuff
week.
with
Yeah,
women. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
We
yeah.
want it. I mean, honestly,
Oh, yeah.
it's so funny because we just when we see something, we want it. We go get it.
Yes, and so Amanda is running a special now.
Yes.
Tell them. So it's kind of has to do with the last picture that we showed.
Yes. So we were going to do a special and have you do the promo code Christy, and you can either call and book or book that online at desiredglamour.com. The special was going to be for a lash lift intent. Is going to be free with a smoky lash enhancement. So that's normally about
$100
$600.
off.
So you're going to get $100 off.
Awesome. So you're going to get
So
that
you're gonna get
procedure
that,
right
yep.
there.
And whatever color's best for your
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
black, you can do brown, you can do whatever you prefer.
Okay.
purple.
I love that.
No,
Isn't
just
that
kidding.
awesome?
Yes, and make sure everybody spells Christy with the K.
Yes.
K-R-I.
You got to spell it right
S-T-I.
to get the discount.
That's right.
You gotta
You
spell
got to
it
know how to
right.
spell.
Watch and share my show. No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But you can. But no,
I
she's
think they
gonna offer that.
should. I
Yeah,
think
you
they
should.
should.
You should watch and share my show and then get your discount.
But it's a perfect secret weapon for busy women, moms, everybody that
Right.
wants
And I
to
just think
have
that
something
looks-
without putting in effort.
Better, but not crazy. You
Right.
know, like,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because
Open,
you don't want to be like,
fresh.
well, what if I don't want to wear any makeup? Well, you don't
Yeah.
want a big line, a hard line.
Right.
And so I
Right.
like that a lot.
I think we should have a party at Amanda's.
yeah.
We should do that.
Let's
That
have a
sounds
party.
fun.
Spa party.
Yeah, spa party, spa party.
That would
I
be
really
great.
do. And I know all the people that are looking to be watching this right now is saying,
Yeah.
yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we need to get with you, Amanda.
We'll
Yeah,
do
I-
it. Let's
I have
do it. Let's do
several
it.
clients. I just got to think, who are they? They've been asking me before I knew,
Yeah.
eyebrows and everything.
We'll have Ziggy come. Ziggy wants
Ziggy
to come.
wants to
We'll
get
do
his
Ziggy's
lips done.
eyebrows.
We'll say, Ziggy. We'll say, Ziggy, do you want your eyes done or your lips first?
He's not sure if he's going to get the whole lips, just maybe lip liner.
If
Yeah.
only I had the time.
A nice red shade.
Yeah.
Bold for him.
Ziggy's very busy. And
He's so
Ziggy
busy.
is also a comedian.
I know we have to go
And
see him.
We keep saying that, but we really mean it. We want to, and we're going to do it.
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
say it. We're going to do it.
Let's do it this weekend. Oh, you're going to be out of town.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
Are you going to be performing this weekend?
I'm actually not performing this weekend.
Okay, well,
it's a
you
holiday
can't
Because
weekend.
this
Okay.
is a Halloween.
It's-
just kidding. This is Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
Thanksgiving.
Don't want to confuse anyone out there.
Yes. Isn't it? I love the holidays. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've already started to overeat. I just want to let y'all know.
Have you?
Yeah, I was in
Embracing
Atlanta.
it
I was in. I'm totally. I'm like, come to Mama Thanksgiving. Mom.
Are you
I
making
was.
turkey sounds?
Well, I was in. Yeah, right. I was in Atlanta this weekend, and we did our first celebration, Thanksgiving celebration, with my husband's family. And then we're
Oh,
gonna
well,
have
that'll do it.
then we're gonna do celebration on Thursday, and then we're gonna do another celebration on Saturday. So it's
Wow.
like I'm just gonna overeat the rest of the week.
Just making a commitment, folks.
I'm making a commitment on this,
I'm going to try to maintain where I'm at, but I'm going to eat and I'm going to have fun.
but I will
Either
work
way.
out. Yeah,
I'm just
I will
gonna.
work out.
I won't stuff.
So is your song today?
So my
something
song is not a
Thanksgiving-y?
Thanksgiving-y song. It might be a
Oh.
post-election song. I think it's a post-election song because it does talk about all that stuff that we
Okay.
need, the world needs, and
Okay.
and so it's a song by Carrie Underwood called "Love Wins." Stray bullet and her mama cries. Her baby won't be coming home tonight. Siren screaming down the avenue. Just another story on the evening. Politics and prejudice. How the hell it ever come to this? And everybody's gotta pick a side. It don't matter if you're wrong or right, no, and so it goes. But I hold on to hope and I won't let go, 'cause I believe you and me are sisters and brothers, and I believe made to be here for each other, and we'll never fall if we walk hand in hand. But the world that seems broken together again, and I believe in the end, love wins. Sometimes takes a lot of faith to believe in there will come a day when the tears and the sadness, pain and the hate, the heartbreak, this madness will all fade away. And I believe you and me are sisters and brothers. And I believe we're made to be here for each other. We'll never fall if we walk hand in hand. But a world that stays broken together again. And I believe in the end, love wins. Love is power. Love is a smile. Love reaches out. Love is the remedy. Love is the answer. Love's an open door. Love's the only thing worth fighting for. Yeah. And I believe you and me are sisters and brothers. And I believe we're made to be here for each other. And we'll never fall as we walk hand in hand. But a world that stays broken together again. And I believe in the end, love wins. Love will, love can, love still, love wins. Love will, love can, love will, love wins.
I love it. I love it. I just was putting on, I was like, Christy rocks and love wins. I love it. I love that song.
It's a great song.
Yes, it was amazing. Amazing. I love it. I love listening to all your songs. It's so much fun.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood's amazing. She's pregnant now. Like,
Is she really? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
I didn't either until I was watching her on YouTube. And I
Their
was
baby
like,
is going to be beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
baby is going to
So
be beautiful.
Well, thank you, Carrie, for this song. It's a great song and at a perfect time, of course.
Yes.
And thank you all for being here, both of you.
you for
And
having
thank you,
me.
Ziggy. And thank you for tuning in to So Very Christy. And we will be back next Monday at 2 o'clock.